I'm here. I'm live. Sorry about that. I don't know if nobody's watching, just in case that one person might be watching on accident. Take off my ships, my slippers. So, try to see what the original routine used to be, and that's the one we're going to do today. And so we're going to begin the mountain pose, do 4 sun salutations, focusing on the breath during these sun salutations, so they become a form of a moving meditation. And that focus is also what allows the mind and body to become one, which is yoga. Now, when you're going into these poses, settle in the pose wherever you are. Just accept where you are. Once you settle, then just focus on the breathing. Once you're settled, don't think, hey, I should be doing it this way, or I should do it that way, or I saw how to do it this way. Forget all that. Settle and let go of judgment, let go of control, let go of trying to be somewhere, and just accept where you are. Then we're going to do the tree, and then the easy pose, and we'll wind down to a yogic seal, and sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses and the deep, not the deep relaxation, the focusing on the breathing at the end. But I'll lead you through once we get there. So we're going to go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches one at a time to the floor. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. And you're trying to find that spot where the skeleton is just standing, as if you were just a skeleton. So you had nothing else on your body but just the skeleton. You're trying to line those bones up to have the skeleton stand. So everyone's going to look different. Everyone's going to feel different. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but breathing. You bring the palms together, thumbs go to the heart center. And when my hands go up and back, they're going to disappear out of the frame of the camera. And when they do, you just keep the symbolic hand gesture of the prayer. I go out a little bit, that just matches me. Or you can have both arms go parallel. Whatever you like to do. Just accept where you are, accept what you're doing. Capital A, we're learning acceptance. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. Exhale, as you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. We'll do the ragdoll. Ragdoll, the arms are dangling, the head is dangling. You're not pulling yourself down in this one. Just letting the body go where it goes. And just accept where you are and focus on the breathing. We'll take the palms, place them to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. Then exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in, push all the air out. Bring the forehead to the knees. Pull yourself in and down. And again, arch the back, raise the head. Inhale. And then exhale, push all the air out. Pull yourself in and down. And again, arch the back, raise the head, inhale. And then exhale, pull yourself in and down, push all the air out. The palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square, so they're pushing forward diagonally. The back is straight, maybe arched. And make sure the front knee is not over the toe. If it is, lengthen up. Palms are to the calves. The palms are to the floor. Fingertips. See, I started thinking about something else, and I automatically said the wrong things. So I'm not focused, right? Fingertips to the floor, and maybe you're just like this. Wherever you are, I'm going to accept where you are. Focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Learning acceptance. Now we're going to move into downward dog, but we're going to go into the high lunge for a second or two. We're just using the high lunge as a transition pose. So toes in the back, curl under, knee goes up, leg is straight as you can get it. Then moving the downward dog. The downward dog, you're pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And you're pushing into this pose, pushing to the spot right before you feel like, man, I shouldn't go any further. Find that spot, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Then you slide into the upper dog, you drop down to the knees and the chest, you slide up. With the upper dog, tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. And if you need to modify this, you just go to the hands and knees, or you go down to small cobra. Small cobra, just the chest is off the floor. The palms are touching the floor, but you're not using them. You're not pushing up with them. Using your back. Your back muscles are pull muscles. So you're pulling. And then back, downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones go to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And you're pushing into it and focusing on the breathing. Then you bring the left foot up between the hands. That's the foot you took back, so that's the one we bring back up. So we're going to do the low lunge. Top the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, they're pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, maybe arch. The front knee is not over the toe. If it is, lengthen up some. And you're to your palms, maybe to your fingertips, or maybe you're up like this. Wherever you are, you're going to settle there. And then just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge for a second or two, then move into a standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down, focusing on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Then palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. And again, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down, focusing on the breathing. Now in this pose, your belly's swelling
with air when you inhale, and then when you exhale, the belly goes in. It's a subtle movement. Be aware of that movement, and then just focus on the breathing. When you're not focusing on that movement, you're just aware of it. Palms to the sides of the feet, right leg is back. Low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, maybe arched. And make sure the front knee is not going over the toe. If it is, lengthen up to your palms, maybe to your fingertips. Maybe you're even leaning to the side because you have an issue with the lower back. Wherever you are, you're going to accept it and just focus on the breathing. Now, it heightens your awareness. The focusing on the breathing heightens your awareness, and it makes you aware of what's going on in the body, but you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing. That is what allows the yoga routine to become a form of a moving meditation. Now, with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. Then moving the downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels towards the floor, tailbones to the ceiling. I have to fix my shirt. And you're pushing into this pose, but you only push into the spot right before you feel like you can't go any further. You find that spot, settle there, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Now you're going to slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up, or modify it how you have to. If you need to go to the hands and knees, do that. Small cobra, do that. Or just modify the upper dog. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but breathing. And back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, pushing into it. And just focus on the breathing. Right foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top of the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back straight, maybe arched. The front knee, man, there's something in my throat. The front knee is not over the toe. If it is, lengthen up to your palms, to your fingertips, or maybe you're up like this. Wherever you are, just accept it. You just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. So here for a second or two, then move into the downward dog. Into the standing forward bend. Again, I started thinking about something else. So I said the wrong pose. It becomes automatic after a while. So palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Foreheads go to the knees, pull yourself in and down. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push air down and out, exhale. Two more, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down and just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet, left leg is back. Into a low lunge. With a low lunge, top the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips square, pushing forward, making sure the front knee is not over the toe, back is straight, maybe arch, or to your fingertips maybe, or you're up higher, or to your palms. Wherever you are, just accept it and just focus on the breathing. The focusing on the breathing is what links the mind and body to become one, which is yoga. So no matter how the pose looks or how you think the pose should look, it doesn't matter. After a while, that becomes judgment. So let that mindset go and just focus on the breathing. If your mind and body is connecting as one, you're doing yoga. Now, high lunge, then downward dog. Pushing into it, arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, or they're into the floor, and just focusing on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. You can slide into the upper dog, jump down to the knees and the chest, slide up, or modify it how you have to. You need to do the small cobra, do the small cobra. If you want to do the hands and knees, do the hands and knees. Just settle, accept where you are. Just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Then back to downward dog. Pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. Pushing into it. Focusing on the breathing. Then left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. Low lunge, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, maybe arch to your palms, maybe to your fingertips. Just make sure the front knee is not over the toe. If it is, lengthen up some. And just focus on the breathing. With the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. Then move into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Let yourself breathe. And focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, turn the palms out, stare down and down. One more, inhale. Then exhale, hinge forward. Pull yourself in and down. Focusing on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And that focus heightens your awareness. Makes you aware of what's going on in the body. Makes you aware, for me, the dog is outside barking. I'm aware of it, but I'm not focused on it. I'm focusing on the breathing. The breathing heightens your awareness. So right leg is back into a low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips or square, pushing forward. Back straight, maybe arch. Make sure the front knee is not over the toe too much. And I say too much because sometimes you have to go over for some people. If it is, lengthen up. Do the best you can to your palms, to your fingertips. Maybe you're up like this. Just focus on the breathing. Accept where you are. Let go of the mindset of judgment. Just accept it. And focus on the breathing. And then with the back foot, curl toes under, high lunge. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Arms straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And you're pushing to the spot right before you feel like you can't go any further. Find that spot, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. I gotta fix my shirt. Shirt keeps on going up. Now, slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up. Modify it how you have to. If you need to go hands and knees, do that. Small cobra, do that. Or just modify the upward dog. Maybe don't go too far into it. And just accept where you are, focus on the breathing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Right foot is up between the hands to the low lunge. With a low lunge, with the back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight, maybe arch
Make sure the knee's not over the toe, to your palms, to your fingertips. Maybe you're up like this. For me, this is comfortable right now. But I can do this. Go right to the spot where I feel like I can't go any further. Accept it. Just focus on the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl toes under, knee goes up, high lunge. Then move into standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale, exhale. Then back to mountain pose. Remember in mountain pose, toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can, each toe touches the floor one at a time, knees are bent, hips are tilted. No tension in the arms, with the shoulders. And you're just finding that spot where the skeleton is just standing. Again, if you were just a skeleton, nothing else but the skeleton, you're trying to find the spot that the skeleton is standing by itself. Now, we're going to go into the tree pose. With the tree pose, left foot goes up into the side of the right leg, inside of the right leg. The knees back some. Now, if you need to modify this, just bring the toe down. Do that. That's fine. If you need to go to a wall, you go back and forth. That's fine too. Doesn't matter. You are where you are. You're going to accept that. So palms together. With the symbolic hand gesture, all I'm doing is pointing the index fingers. The thumbs are together. Maybe the left thumb is over the right thumb. If not, you're going to go up, inhale. Now, I was taught to do this, so I go like this, but my hand gesture is the same when I go up. And you're just focusing on the breathing, finding the spot where the skeleton is standing, same concept as the mountain pose. So the knee might bend, the hips might tilt. And finding that spot where you're standing, thinking of nothing else. We're not going to stay here too long, so go ahead and release. And then you're going to do the other tree, the other side. So bring toes up, spread the toes. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Right foot is up. Modify it. If you need to bring the toe down, bring the toe down. This is fine. You need to go to the wall, going back and forth on the wall. You are where you are. And that's what you're learning to accept where you are. And the palms come together, doing the symbolic hand gesture if you like. Most people do this. They bring it to their chest, the heart center. You go up, inhale. You can do that. Whatever you like to do. It's up to you. It's your yoga. It's you. You're you. You're no one else. We are all one. So you're everyone else. What? Just joking. Just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. See, I started thinking about something else and I started wobbling. And then go ahead and release. And then shake it out. Now, we're going to go to the easy pose. So you're at a mat. You're going to go to the back of the mat. If not, you're going to go, I go in the front so I can be in front of the camera. The easy pose is the modification of the lotus. So the back is straight, hands are in front. Maybe here, maybe you're leaning back like this. Maybe you're against the wall. Maybe one leg is up. It doesn't matter. Find the spot where you're most comfortable so you can just focus on the breathing. All the stuff will come. You know, easy pose, getting into it, the lotus, all that stuff comes. Just focus on the breathing, accept where you are, and thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Tilt the head to the right ear is to the right shoulder, back is straight, left shoulder's down, focusing on the breathing. Now the focusing on the breathing makes you aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck, makes you aware of what's going on in your body everywhere, but you're not focused on that stuff. You're focusing on the breathing, which heightens your awareness of what's going on. And release is back to center. Tilt the head to the left ear to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down, back is straight. Focusing on the breathing, which makes you aware of the stretch in the right side of the neck, but you're not focused on the stretch, just aware of the stretch, aware of what's going on in the body. Focusing on the breathing makes you aware of what's going on. Even it makes you aware of what's going on outside. Like I heard a bird, I'm aware of it, but I'm not focused on that bird. I'm focusing on the breathing. But technically, I'm focused on the instruction. And then bring the head back to center. And tilt the head back. Now, you're not jarring the head back, you're reaching up. So the chin is going straight up. You're thinking of the spine, stretching. And then just focus on the breathing. Bring the chin down to the chest. Make sure you don't roll the back. Keep the back as straight as you can. Chin's going to the chest. Just focus on the breathing. Head back to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around, head's dropping down. You're exhaling. And as the head goes up, you're inhaling. Now the movement is linking up with the breathing. So when the head's dropping down, going around, you're exhaling. As the head is going up and back, you're inhaling. You just focus on the breathing. Make sure you're aware of the movement. Then when the head goes to the top, in a reverse, head is dropping down, going around, you're exhaling. Head is going up and back, you're inhaling. Focusing on the breathing, which heightens your awareness, makes you aware of the movement, makes you aware of the stretch. For me, it makes me aware of some bird chirping. Here, bear. Then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to the center. Then shoulders come up. And they go back, down, and around. As the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. As the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. You just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. Maybe I can get music of just birds chirping. I guess that would be music. I don't know if that's music. Shoulders to the ears, reverse, exhales, go down and around. I need to get music. But I want to get a copyright thing going. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to the center. Trunk rotations, drop it down to the right, down and around. As you go down, back is straight. You're reaching out as you go down and around. You're exhaling. As you're coming up, you're inhaling. Again, the breathing is linking with the movement. You're focused on the breathing, which heightens your awareness of what's going on. You're feeling the movement. You're aware of the movement. You're feeling what's being stretched, but you're not focused on that stuff. You're focused on the breathing. And then when you go to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up, and just focus on the breathing, which makes you aware of the movement. And that is what allows the movement to become a form of a moving meditation. It's no longer just a movement. It's no longer just a stretch. It's a meditation. And then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Half spinal twist. Left hand is on the right knee. Right arm goes up. Pull yourself up. Think of the spine. Pull yourself up. Then twist. Palm goes forward, step the back. Arm is straight. And it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. And you're focused on the breathing.
Now in this pose, you're going to let yourself breathe because the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose. Let yourself be pushed out. And when you exhale, the belly goes in, and you go back into the pose. It's a very subtle movement. Be aware of that movement, but focusing on the breathing. And make sure your head is twisting. And then go ahead and release, back to center. And then right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, think of the spine, pull yourself up, then twist, palm goes forward on the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. And in this pose, again, when you inhale, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, the belly goes in, so you go back into the pose a little bit more. You're aware of that movement, but you're focusing on the breathing and make sure the head is twisting. Then go ahead and release. Back to center. Hands in front. Just focusing on the breathing, watching yourself breathe. Then you're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand for the yogic seal, and you're leaning forward. Bring the forehead down towards the floor, or it goes to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses and keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front, back straight. Hands to your knees or maybe your lap. Some people do this. Some people do this. You need to lean back. That's what you're doing. We're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So you're going to watch yourself breathe. As you inhale, the belly swells with air slightly. When you exhale, the belly goes in. Be aware of that movement. Maybe it's in the chest or the tip of your nose. When you inhale, air goes in. When you exhale, air goes out. Just watch yourself breathe. You're already breathing automatically, so you're not controlling it. It's very easy to control it. Once you focus on watching yourself breathe, a lot of times we start controlling it. Let go of the mindset of control and just watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Namaste. And that's it. So that's YouTube live yoga routine 73. I forgot. I stopped on 71 on my calendar. I need to catch it up. So I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste. Peace so much.